everyone else down to the level of my own reputation.
Naturally. But this chapter we're working on now, I don't get it.
Can't you figure it out?
Well, let's see if I can. I've been taking a few photographs.
Goody. Are they as good as the last one?
No, they're much, much better.
You do your job so well.
But of course,
Your name's Nick.
Nick. Now, when I was taking these photographs, I was doing my research, and I noticed that your next door neighbor, Senator Peter Teasel, is acting as a sort of guardian for these two young men. Joseph. Their father has died. Not so surprising since the senator was their father's best friend. Now, everyone says that standing young man, a successful lawyer and a pillar to the community. For gambling, you are a rich widow. Why are you trying so hard to bring us down?
No. The one who comes to me for
Well, why should you help him?
you still don't get
All day long.
what he's so cute. Without the senator's approval, thanks to my rules, Joseph appears to be a fine young man, and as a Charles, the senator will not approve. Legendary. He always talks about this.
Ladies, Sneerwell. So good to see you again. Miss Snake, always a pleasure.
Snake has been teasing me about it. Still, I said it. I let her in our little secret about the reason. Don't worry.
Well, how could I distrust a woman of such obvious intelligence and good judgment?
Enough flattering. Tell me the news about the real. About your adorable brother Charles.
Well, I haven't seen either of them since I saw you last, but I know for a fact they haven't seen each other since. It seems that some of your gossip has gotten Maria rather upset with Charles.
You see, Snake, our plan is working. But is Charles still having money problems?
Oh, worse than ever. The bank plans to repossess his car.
Poor Charles.
Yes, poor Charles. I can't help but feel sorry for him. I wish there was something I could do to help, even though he brought it all upon himself.
Cut the act, Joseph. You're among friends. You can be yourself.
You're right. Actually, I'll be doing Maria a favor, saving her from my worthless brother. Charles can only be controlled by someone ruthless and powerful. He needs you, Lady Steuben.
Well, I've got to be going now if I'm going to finish those forgeries tonight. I'll see you later, Lady Smearwell.
Goodbye.
Too bad you can't stay, Snake.
So long, Mr. Circus.
Bad move letting her in on our plans like that.
Why?
I've seen her talking to Rowley lately.
And who's Rowley?
The senator's accountant? He's an old friend of the family, and he's never liked me.
Do you think she'll betray us?
I'm certain of it. A woman like that always sells out to the highest bidder.
Well, look who's here, Maria.
Maria! What an unexpected surprise! What's the matter? That terrible Mr. Crabtree and his evil maniac nephew stopped to see the senator. So I slipped out the back and came over here to avoid them.
Well, maybe you wouldn't have minded so much if my brother Charles was.
Hey, I told you, don't interrupt me, boy. Anyway, my nephew here gets all pumped up.
That's enough!
You know, Mr. Backline, I've often wondered why you haven't recorded anything since you're such a legend.
The truth is, I don't trust the recording companies. I don't want to get them exploited like so many other whack rappers I know. I get better distribution just handing out tapes to my friends. But I'm working on some new cuts inspired by this lovely young lady. They just too good to keep to myself. I might just have to go public.
You'll be famous, young lady, like Mona Lisa orchestra.
Pose for the cover, then I know it's serious.
Sorry, not for sale.
But haven't you ladies heard the news?
What news do you read about?
No, that's not it. Miss Nice is going to marry her own chauffeur.
Impossible!
Oh, has been.
It's true, all right. Got her wedding dress all picked out.
Yeah, one with the elastic waist.
It's true. She's always been
brother may have made a few mistakes, but I certainly hope no busybodies have been off telling stories to my Uncle Oliver. My brother can still clean up his act.
He might. I for one never believed half the things people said about him. So what if he didn't have any friends? The credit card companies love him.
I hear when you get sick, their stocks start to crash.
I hear we have a special answer machine for collection agents.
All right, this is my brother you're talking about.
Please, Nero. I'm afraid I'm not feeling very well. I'm going home.
Wow. Mrs. Cannon, why don't you follow her and make sure she's all right?
Good idea. Who knows what may have gotten into that poor girl?
You know as well as I do there's nothing wrong with her. She can't stand for anyone insult Charles.
It's obvious how she feels about it.
Don't give up so easily, my boy. Why, you're twice the man he is. Go on, follow her. Cheer her up. Seen her. Come on, I'll back you up.
Sorry if I said it's your brother. I didn't mean to start something. It's just that he's going down big time.
He's not lying, Joseph. He sold everything in his house that wasn't nailed down.
Sorry he had to take such a hard fall.
Even though he brought it on himself.
Seeing as how your brother and all.
We'll talk about it some other.
I'll continue to pluck up, and you can pretend to know.
So, how are things going, Senator?
Do you have to ask? I'm a married man. Now, I know what you're going to say. When an old bachelor marries a young girl, what does he expect? Now, 6 months ago, when Mrs. Teasel said yes, I was the happiest man in the world. And I've been the most miserable dog ever since. We had a knockdown, drag-out fight on the way to the church. And all the joy was gone from my life before my friends were done shaking my hand. How could this happen to me, Ralphie? I chose her carefully. She grew up poor, in the country, never had the tiniest bit of luxury. And now she acts like she's been raised in Buckingham Palace. All my friends are laughing at me. People make up stories about me in the newspaper. She squanders my money and goes against everything I say. And the worst of it is, I still love that woman. Well, don't you tell her I said that.
Senator, that woman is not the cause of all your problems.
Why? Is she dead?
Come on, Senator. You know you love her. Every marriage has its arguments.
But it's always her fault, Rowley. You know me. I'm an even-tempered guy. I don't lose my temper. I tell her that 100 times a day. And what's worse is, when we get into an argument, she's always wrong. And those crowd of people she surrounds herself with over Snellwell, they just encourage her.
Senator, please, calm down.
And to make my misery complete, my niece Maria, who's like a daughter to me, refuses to marry the man I want her to marry. Instead, she wants to elope with his derelict brother.
Senator, I've always disagreed with you about those two boys. I've known them since they were young, and Joseph has always been sneaky. Don't let him fool you. Now, I know Charlie's a little bit wild, but he's young. He's entitled to a few mistakes. I mean, you knew their father when he was that age, and he turned out all right. So will Charlie. Give him time.
Now, Rowley, you're wrong. When their father died, I took them in and raised them in my own home. No one knows them better than me, and I have never been wrong in my life. Now, Joseph is a sober and intelligent professional, and Charles is nothing but a punk. Ever since their uncles started sending them that money, you can see what they do with it. Joseph invested. Charles blows it. When my old friend Oliver gets back into town and see what's going on, he's gonna go home.
Well, I have a little piece of news for you. Oliver already is in town.
He's not supposed to arrive until next month.
He decided to come a little bit early.
Why didn't he call me? Man, it's been a long time since I've seen him. Close to 16 years, I think. We go back a long way, you know.
He doesn't want you to tell anyone that he's here, especially his nephews. He wants to get to know him a little first.
And right. Did you tell him I was married?
Yes. boys.
Oh, no.
He sends us congratulations.
Don't lie, he's laughing at me. We used to laugh at our friends when they got married one by one. Santa would never have to us. Well, at least one of us kept his word.
He said he was going to stop by later this afternoon.
Okay. And Ralph, don't tell him that me and Mrs. Hughes aren't getting along very well.
Hey, don't worry about me. It's going to be up to you two to get along while he's in the house.
God help me. How am I going to do that? You know that woman is impossible.
No, she's not, Senator. Just calm down and don't let anything upset you. I'll be back later.
All right. See? I'm calm. I'm cool. Nothing's gonna upset me. Like, thank you, Allison.
Junk mail, invitation, a credit card bill.
Where is that woman? I'm gonna kill her. Jennifer! 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 I'm talking to you. I can't take this anymore.
Peter, you can take it or leave it, but you know I always get my own way. So get over it. I don't have to take this from you. I'm a rich woman. And rich women answer to no one.
You mean to say that I, your own husband, has no say in the matter?
That's right. If you wanted authority over me, you should have adopted me, not married me. I'm sure you're old enough.
Old enough. Okay, you may drive me crazy, but I am not about to go broke over your constant shopping sprees.
I don't go shopping any more than any other fashionable woman.
Well, I'm cutting up your credit card.
Do that if I were you.
You wasn't raised like this. Don't you forget, you were poor when I met you.
Oh, I don't forget. Don't you forget that is the only reason why I married you.
You were sitting on the front porch of your daddy's farm. I think I have a picture of you. Notice, the old t-shirt, dirty overalls, and Peppy Lone Star braids.
So maybe I used to feed those crummy chickens. And maybe I used to feed my nigger too. So what if she would cripple? So you don't have to mention it. I get around.
You never used to act like this. I mean, it was a time where you used to be so happy to ride the bus.
The bus? Peter, I never rode a bus in my life. The bus. I deny the bus.
That was your situation when I found you.
Okay, sit down. Let me explain it to you. See, poor girl? See, poor girl meets rich old man. Not poor anymore.
I made you what you are today. And this is the gratitude I get for making you my wife?
Well, there is one other thing you can make me.
What's that? A widow. Well, don't flatter yourself. You may drive me crazy, but you will never, ever break my heart. Thanks for the warning anyway.
Oh, now, Peter. Why do you get so upset over everything? Why are you so mean to me? You count every single penny I spend.
Every penny, huh? Look at these credit card bills. $700 on a pair of shoes?
The senator's wife has to dress tastefully.
And you didn't have any taste when you married me.
That's true. And having married you, I can never pretend to have taste again. Now, for some of our afternoon fight, I'm going to Lady Sneerboss in front.
And that's another thing. Those pack of gossipy vultures you surround yourself with over there.
They are all people of rank and fortune.
And now you act just like them.
Thank you. I do good any time.
Yeah, I'll stop by. But just so they won't talk about me.
You better hurry up then, because they're probably talking about you right now.
That woman is going to drive me to the poorhouse and the madhouse. But even when she makes fun of me, I still adore her. She looks so beautiful when she defies me. Maybe I can make her love me, but we shouldn't have some terrific fights.
No getting out of it. I insist you perform.
Yes, that one your uncle told us about.
Come on, face. That's not my best word.
What's wrong with it? Nothing's wrong with it. Let me tell you how he wrote it. Well, we were out testing our new beamers, right? Trying to see what they would do. When the ladies we were with asked Ben here, Ben to do a rap about the car. Right off the top of his head, he came up with the most incredible thing. Come on, Ben, do it for him. Do it now.
Check it out. Watch my beamer drive about. Look at feel how I take the script because it's different. But it's trying for me slow, so we can't see it go. If you can throw it out and wipe the crumbs off your mouth. Yeah, won't touch it because it's mine. Blind lady get the crunch because I'm passing up and stop. Watch my dust as I trot. So laugh and go nuts because I just made this up. Listen close as I breathe. Now I'm out of 5G.
What did I tell you? Not in the blink of an eye while driving 130 miles an hour down the interstate.
But there are no people. This is nuts.
Oh, yeah, Ben, I love them. How can you say?
Maria, Mrs. Teasel. I hope we'll be seeing the senator tonight.
Oh, he'll be here in a little while.
Maria, you look so serious. Come, sit down and talk to Joseph.
I'm really not in the mood. Oh, no. Oh, no! You two are the most terrible gossips! I'm not talking to you anymore. Then reduce it that our friend, Miss Steuben, is a good-looking woman.
Well, of course she is.
Okay, if you say so.
Now, really, she has beautiful skin coloring. Sure, when her makeup is trash. Now, that's her natural skin color. I've seen her blush. I've seen the colors of her cheeks come and go. I've seen her put that color on and take it off at night. I didn't hear you talk like that.
Mrs. Teasel, I see you can be a little severe.
Oh, I'm just trying to have a little fun. Here comes the senator to stop me down.
Good evening, everyone.
She has no education whatsoever.
Doesn't her husband have a drinking problem?
You heard about that? Oh my God.
And this is the way to talk about their relatives.
Well, he's nowhere near as bad as Mr. Ogle.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Mr. Ogle happens to be a good friend of mine. So please, don't talk about him in front of me.
Senator, you're such a party pooper. Just because you have no sense of humor doesn't mean you have to ruin the fun for the rest of us.
He's so opposed to gossip, he wants to pass a law against it.
Yes, and there will be a lot of people who will thank me for it too.
Now, Senator, you and the Rasputin, I have a report that I hear.
All the gossip.
Well, I believe where there's smoke, there's fire.
Dinner's ready, everyone. If you'd all like to join me in the dining room.
Lady Snowball, I just received a message and business calls me away. My wife is representing me at the dinner table.
Oh, I understand. You know, Mrs. Teasel, that husband of yours is a very strange man. I know some stories that would make you mad if he wasn't your husband.
Oh, don't let that stop you. Tell me.
You feel out of place with them, don't you?
How could I possibly fit in when all they do is stab their friends in the back?
You seem worse than they are. They don't mean it.
Joseph, if that's what it takes to be charming, I'd rather be dull.
Maria, how can you be so kind to everyone else and so cruel to me?
Just please don't bring this up again.
You know you wouldn't act this way towards me unless you were still in love with my brother. I've tried to warn you about him. The senator has tried to warn you about him.
My feelings for Charlie are my
No, she's just a kid. I knew that would impress her. Besides, you and I haven't done anything wrong. Yet. We could change all that.
Oh, wait. You know I'm having second thoughts, don't you? I guess I'm still farms were at heart, but I could never deceive my husband. You. My conscience would bother me.
Fine! Then let your conscience keep you company.
Come on, Joseph. Don't pressure me. Let's go back for a minute.
Then it's better that we don't return together.
And don't be too long, will you? I'll be giving my Maria!
That was too close for comfort. I need Mrs. Teasel to write me a love letter so that I can have a snake make it look like she sent it to Charles. Once the senator sees the evidence, he'll never allow Maria to marry my brother. And then Maria and all of her lovely money will be mine.
So the old friend Peter is married. The young one, part of the country. Think he waits so long to something about the job.
Well, he's only been married for 7 months, so don't kid him about it. He's a little sensitive.
6 months he's been regret. But you say he never speaks to Peter? Never sees? Never speaks to Peter? Never sees?
Is that Charlie's fooling around with his wife. But if you ask me, I think Mrs. Teasel prefers to work with Joseph.
Listen, I know all about gossip and that stuff. That stuff doesn't work on me. As long as Charles hasn't done anything illegal or unethical, I'll pay off all his debts and make a clean sweep of it.
That's all he needs is a second chance.
Look, I remember when I was his age, me, my brother, and Peter. See how it turned out all right.
Solely, I promise. What comes to senator now?
Looking pretty young, that's the Mary man look at his face.
Oliver!
Pete, nice to see you.
Long time. Close to 6 years, I think. A lot of water under the bridge.
Yeah, I have my share. And I come home here and married, and guess I'm too late. It's gonna have to congratulate me.
Thank you, thank you. I'm a happily married man. Me and my wife couldn't have been getting along better. She treats me like a king.
Look, Pete, I hear one of my nephews is a real trouble.
I'm sorry. Charles is a total loss, but his brother Joseph more than makes up for him. It seems like the older brother has all the brains in the family. Everyone speaks highly of him.
Look, this makes me a little bit suspicious. Because if he's that good, he has to have some enemy.
You blame the boy for not making any?
Does he deserve it?
No. Judge for yourself when you see him. He'll come across as a true gentleman.
Look, Peter, I'm not trying to defend Charles. But I want to judge the boys on my own accord. And Raleigh here has been telling me about a plan he had.
I'm going to change your mind about those boys, Senator.
I'll still put my money on Joseph. But what's the plan?
Well, you've been hearing of this relative named Old Stanley. He's nearly the Vernon mother's first cousin. He owns a small business in Chicago, and due to circumstances on his fault, he's about to lose it. He's written to both Joseph and Charles and asked for financial help. Joseph has given him promises and nothing else. Now, I know Charles, for a fact, that despite his own money problems, they're trying to raise some money, and I know some of that is for Old Stanley.
See, that's my brother's son.
So what's the plan?
Well, I'll tell Charlie that Old Stanley's going to see him, and Oliver pretends to see Stanley. Since Charlie's never seen Stanley, he has no idea what he looks like.
What would that prove? It's easy to keep your wallet open when it's empty. Just as Charles is accountant. Where is he anyway?
Oh, she's waiting for us downstairs. In all fairness, Oliver, she really has done everything she can to convince Charles to save his money. He just doesn't listen to her, that's all.
Well, Allison.
Like that?
Invite me.
I've told Miss Moses that the only chance that she has of ever getting a loan should be Charles to get it from Oliver. She knows this and she's going to cooperate in any way she can. Here she comes now. Miss Moses, this is Mr. Oliver.
Please meet you, folks. I hear you had a number of dealings with my nephew. about?
Yes, everything. And he knows that. In fact, tonight I was going to introduce him to an investor from out of town who doesn't know his reputation.
You mean there's still someone who hasn't loaned Charles money?
Yes. His name is Mr. Premium. He's a retired broker from Brooklyn.
And you say that Charles doesn't know Mr. Premium.
Not at all.
Hey, here's a better disguise of some old poor relative. You should pretend to be Mr. Premium, and then you'll see your nephew in all his glory.
I like this idea better than the last one. Then later on, I go to see Joseph, there's no standing.
Brilliant, my friend.
Well, this is going to show Charlie in a negative light, but I'll go along with it. Promise to go along with this?
You can depend on me. In fact, it's almost time for me to go over to Charlie's house.
Yeah, because you can give me 2 pointers on the way over, like, am I too dressed up?
Not at all.
Okay, there must be some special language that money lenders use.
Well, the trick is to ask for a high interest rate, right, Moses?
Exactly.
Okay, I asked for 10%.
No. If you don't ask for much more than that, he'll know you're a fake right away.
Okay, how much then?
Well, that depends on how desperate he is. If he doesn't look too needy, you can only charge him 50–60%. But if he really wants the money, you can charge him double.
See, you're learning a new profession.
And a very profitable one at that.
Then you have to say that you don't have the money yourself, but you have to borrow it from a friend.
Okay, borrow from a friend.
Yeah, and your friend, he's a greedy guy.
My friend is a greedy dog.
Yeah, and he doesn't have the money in cash, but he has to sell stocks at a terrible loss to get the money.
That's a self-start. That's very nice of him.
Pretty soon, you'll be teaching her.
I'm just most of we got to be getting over Charles. I'll be late.
Alvaro is pretty convincing, huh? You would have liked to pretend to be old Stanley, so the Charles can be generous.
I don't care which one he pretends to be.
Oh, well, pick up my niece Maria. Leave us alone, will you? I want to talk to her. Of course. I wish I could prove those rumors about Charles and my wife were all lies. I think I'll ask my good friend Joseph about it. I'm sure he'll give me his honest opinion. For real. Did Joseph come back with you?
No, thank God he was busy.
Why are you always so mean to him when he treats you so nicely?
Why are you always trying to push him on me when you know I can't stand him?
Why you like to think your brother Charles instead? Did you fall in love with his bad habits? Did you think you could change him?
That's not fair. I promised you I wouldn't see Charles and talk to him on the phone, and I haven't, okay? I've heard enough about him to know that he's not the right man for me. But I can't help but feel sorry for him.
Fine. Hit him as much as you want, but go out with someone more deserving.
Not his brother.
Go ahead. Ignore my advice. But don't you forget, young lady, I am your guardian. Don't force me to use my authority.
You have no right to treat me like this. Yeah, it's true that for a short time you're taking my father's place. I'm going to stop thinking you, the father, if you continue to be so mean to me.
Was there ever a man with such bad luck? First, my best friend dies and leaves me to raise his son. And no sooner do they grow up and move out of my house, then my own brother dies and leaves me to raise his daughter. I think they planned it this way. And they got out pretty easy too. But pick up my wife. She sounds like she's in a pretty good mood too.
Oh, here. I heard you fighting with Maria. And I got so upset because I was hoping you would save all that energy for me.
Honey, if you wanted to, you could make me happy every moment.
I can make you happy right now.
Really?
I have a favor to ask you.
And what is that?
I need a couple $100.
Can I make you happy without having to pay for it first? Oh, well. I can't deny you anything.
Let's not fight anymore.
That type of contest seems to be most considerate.
I like you this way. This is how you were before we were first married. When we would take walks in the park, and you would tell me stories of your youth and ask me if I could ever love you. And I would always defend you. My friends made fun of you.
Really?
Yeah.
every man's follow up on me if I ever try to be friends with you again.
Why?
It's obvious you never cared a damn about me. And I was a bad man to marry you.
And I was a crazy woman to even think of marrying you. A stiff bachelor, 50, because nobody else would go near you.
But you were glad to listen because you know I was the best offer you've ever had.
You know he's twice as rich as you are, and he's broken his neck.
That's it. You are ungrateful and unforgiving, but there is a limit to everything. I believe you're capable of anything. I even believe those rumors about you and Charles.
Careful. You don't have any proof.
Fine. Let's talk about divorce instead. Let's talk about separation.
Fine. It's now that we agree once more. We never have to fight again. So time going shopping.
I hate that woman. I hate that woman. I can't stand it when she pretends to be so cool. And then I can't even make her mad. But I will get it. I will get it if it's the last thing that I do.
So, how would you like to go out with me?
Like, where did that?
Oh, I take a romantic drive.
Like, what kind of car is that?
Yes.
Like, a Jaguar. Like a Toyota Jaguar.
No.
Like, Mercedes.
No.
Okay, it was a Porsche.
No, it's a Pinto.
Grossing out Pinto, like it would be called Dan and a Pinto.
It's a very nice Pinto.
Like, do you have any money?
Oh, you mean I didn't tell you about my parents? Yeah, my parents are very rich. They just sent me out to work so I could learn the value of a dollar before they give me their millions.
When can we do that?
How about Saturday? All right, so just wait here a second, and I'll find out whether or not he'll see, what's his name again?
Yeah, what is it?
Mr. Premium?
Premium, right.
Charles must have some money left. And the 1750 support a scotch. Wait a minute, what's this, my brother Charles?
You've got very good memory. Yes, you see, Mr. Charles bought out Mr. Joseph's share of the house with the furniture, pictures, and everything, just as their father left it. The senator thought they were crazy. He said the boys should sell the house and split the money.
I'm glad Charles kept it. I've got a lot of happy memories.
Charles says you're gonna have to wait. He's got company over and can't see you yet.
What? Maybe he wouldn't be so rude if he knew who was waiting for him.
Oh, he knows who it is. I didn't forget little Premium.
What's your name, boy?
Sir, my name is Trip at your service,
You
sir.
like your job being Mr. Tripp.
It's not bad. You reform us, hang out, and we have a pretty good time. Of course, we don't always get paid on time. When we do get paid, it isn't that much.
What is he getting paid for? Drinking his box of scotch?
By the way, Moses, were you able to cash that little check for me?
Come on now, Mr. Tripp. You know that check was no good.
Passing bad checks too.
Don't give me that. My friend Bush endorsed that check. When Bush puts his name on a check, it's as good as cash.
Not to me, it isn't.
But it was nothing, only $200. Okay, how about this, Moses? Did you get me the credit card?
Uh-oh, brother's got a credit card.
Well, maybe. But you gotta prove that you have job security.
Are you kidding? My job is guaranteed.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
But do you have any kind of collateral?
No.
Any property?
I could let you borrow Chuck's leather jacket until November.
I don't think so, Mr. Tripp.
I think Charles can see that. What we have about that credit card, Moses, I've got a very secure job.
Charles is is anything like the service, it's all over now.
Hey, everybody, listen up. I finally forgot what's wrong with our generation. Many of our friends have taste, spirit, and intelligence. But, damn it, they don't drink.
I'll drink to that. You know, my mom used to be able to go to a bar with a few of his friends, enjoy a shot and a beer and have a few laughs. But now all they want to do is drink Perrier. And all everything is quit. You throw away 3 bottles of French water and over bottles of champagne, and none of the kids.
Yeah. Maybe they're trying to stay in shape.
I dare you. He's on the Jack Daniels diet.
And then what man can pretend to be in love without drinking a shot to the woman of his dreams? It's the ultimate test. Drink 12 shots to 12 beautiful women. And the one that floats on top of your alcohol.
I think Charles can see that. What we have as a credit card, we use Moses. I've got a very secure job.
Jack Daniels diet.
And then what man can pretend to be in love without drinking a shot to the woman of his dreams? It's the ultimate test. Drink 12 shots to 12 beautiful women. And the one that floats on top of your alcohol so brave is the one you really love.
Okay, tell us, Charlie, tell us. Which one is your real favorite?
Well, I've kept her a secret out of compassion for you guys. I'm afraid if I don't tell you, you'll get jealous and try to think of prettier women. But that's impossible, because she's simply the best.
Okay, so tell us anyway. We can work hard.
Okay. Here's to Maria!
Maria who?
The exquisite and delightful Maria! Maria! Well, I forget her last name. Hey, Harry, sing us a song. Sing
let's speed things up a little bit. I'm an extravagant young man who wants to borrow a little money. You're a smart old man who's got money to lend. I'm stupid enough to give you 50% on a loan. And you're crooked enough to take 100% if you can get it. Now that we have the circumstances down, let's get to business.
Boy, you don't mince words, do you? You lay the cards right on the table.
I think that's the best way to do business.
I respect a man who's honest with me. But there is one minor problem. I don't personally have the money. I have to borrow it from a friend. My friend is an unscrupulous dog, right, Moses? And he has to sell stocks at a terrible loss of cash. Won't he, Moses?
Would I lie to you?
Well, I don't care what's going. I don't care about the circumstances. I mean, I know what the going rate is.
Well, Mr. Sir, do you have any collateral to put up against my money?
I don't think so.
Like any land?
Only the dirt on my shoes, Mr. Premium.
Do you own any stocks?
Well, livestock, my dog and my cat. But hasn't anyone told you about my inheritance?
No, they haven't.
Well, the truth is, I have a phenomenally rich uncle in the Middle East, and I stand to inherit everything.
Mr. Sir, I'm sure you have a rich uncle. But you can't be sure you're going to inherit everything.
Oh no, I'm sure of it. He talks about leaving me everything. I'm his favorite.
This is the first I've heard of.
So what do you say, Mr. Premium? Your investment against my inheritance. That's a fair trade-off. Although I have to say, my uncle's been really good to me, and I'd hate to see anything happen to him.
So would I. But I ain't gonna live to be 100 years old and never see my loan repaid.
Well, Fred, my uncle's too healthy.
No, but I raised a great check.
Who told you that? The fact is, the foreign foods and climate are ruining him. They say his closest relative wouldn't even recognize him.
You mean,
Pretty glad to hear that, huh, Premium?
no, I'm not.
Sure you are. That makes the chances of you getting your money back pretty darn good.
That does, but isn't there anything around here you can sell me for a couple of thousand?
Well, like what?
Oh, for instance, I heard your father left you a large sum in antique silver.
Well, I think we auctioned them off. Moses can tell you about that deal better than I can.
Those were the family heirlooms. I also heard that a collection of rare first edition books.
Oh, I don't remember what happened to those.
Those were handed down from generation to generation. You know what?
Oh, I think we auctioned them off. Moses, do you know what happened to those books?
I know nothing about the books.
Then I guess all the family property is gone also.
I'm afraid so. Unless you like old portraits, I've got a room full upstairs, and I'll sell them to you for a bargain.
You aren't serious, are you? You say you own forefathers on the auction block?
Every last one of them to the highest bidder.
Your great aunts and uncles?
My great-grandfathers and grandmothers too.
You're telling me that you would sell your own flesh and blood?
Oh, what do you care? As long as you get a good deal.
Okay, I'll take it. I know you can belt.
Come on, Charlie, what's taking so long?
Oh, we're gonna have an auction. You can be the auctioneer. Tell the boys to bring those paintings down.
That sounds like an opportunity. I can handle that.
Great! What's wrong, Mr. Premium? You don't seem very happy.
No, I think it's hilarious for you to sell your family on the auction block.
What are families for? That's right. Bring them right in. The family of the services. Back to the American Revolution.
What a goody group they are.
You think so? They look a little stiff to me.
They never feel like citizens.
I hope not.
Come on, guys, let's get this thing started here.
Okay, everybody ready? Good. First here, we have General Richard Bradley, served in the American Revolution. Served under George Washington. What he did under George Washington, I don't know. What do you say, Mr. Premium?
How much weight is the famous Uncle Richard?
$10.
But for Uncle Richard,
Not too much.
nah.
Great. Knock down Uncle Richard. Next year, we have some kind of great ants. How do you like those hairdos? Same price.
It's a bargain.
Okay, I'll take it off.
All right. And next we have Big Bob Blunt, member of Congress, North
won't stick me over.
Who, that nasty looking guy hanging on the wall?
Hey, I don't think you're so nasty looking.
That's my Uncle Oliver. It was taken before I left for the Middle East. That's your Uncle Oliver? Good luck, Charlie. He looks rather unforgiving. Don't you think so, Premium?
No, I think he has an honest face, but I guess he doesn't with the rest of the lump.
Oh, no. I'm keeping Uncle Ollie, as long as I have a room to hang him in.
Sir, I like the picture a lot.
Sorry, can't have it.
Mr. Circus, once I make up my mind about something, money is no other. I give you the same price for this one portion as I did for all the others.
Don't torture me! I said no, and that's final.
All right? Are you sure you want $700?
$300? No, I read it wrong. It's $800.
Are you sure you want $700?
What is this unnatural fascination?
For the last time, no!
Well, Mr. Circus, for being on to what you did, you know?
Okay, what a bizarre old guy. Hey, wait, aren't you gonna take these with you?
Yeah, I'll send for them later. Nobody better put my nephew down my line.
Who was that strange man? I don't know, but he left us this. Oh, that must be Raleigh. Tell him I'll be with him in a minute. All right, but don't let him stop you from spending any of that money on bills. I know, when paying them only encourages them. Right. Okay, let's see here. $200 to J.C. Fit. No, free of J.C. Fit. See you later. Because Mr. Friend, Miss Moses. I got so many problems. I gotta keep my spirits up. Take this check to the bank and cash it. Give $300 of it to poor old Stanley. $300? And don't argue with me. The old guy needs the money.
What do I always tell you?
I know. Pay the bills, then the thrills. I can't do that, Raleigh.
You can't keep rushing into things. You gotta think them through.
That's what you're here for. As long as I have the money, I'm gonna spread it around.
Charles in his full glory. It's a shame he's so extravagant.
Somebody wouldn't sell my picture.
And he drinks so much. Did you see him in there?
Somebody wouldn't sell my picture.
And the girls get over there. They think it's one for everybody.
But you see, he wouldn't sell my picture.
So, Oliver, here's made a purchase.
Yeah, he sold the family portraits like they were yesterday's newspapers.
Now it's instructed me to give you this. About $300 for his old needy relative, Stanley.
Disgusting. He's so generous.
I left about 3 collection agencies out in the hall, who I'm sure won't be paid. That 300 would have satisfied them.
Don't worry about it. I'll pay off Paul Charles's debts. But now, forget I'm creamy and introduce me to Joseph as old Stanley.
Not just yet. The senator said he was going to stop over there about now.
There you are. I've come to show you the door. Now, about that credit card, Miss Moses.
Just leave me alone about that plastic credit card!
I can't be denied. I watch TV.
even leaves the worst about you. There's nothing like the satisfaction of knowing you deserve it.
I'm not sure I follow you. You mean to say that if my husband suspects me unjustly, the best way to get back at him is to actually do something?
Exactly. Think of how vulnerable you would be. Men love that.
I
It's very simple. It's because you're so innocent that you don't watch what you say or who you're seen with. It's because you're so innocent that you argue with your husband. But if the rumors were true, you'd be so careful and guilty that you'd be sweet to the center. So you see, fooling around just could save your marriage.
Wow, like that. You know, that was the most incredible explanation.
Let me convince you that I'm right.
You know it's gonna kill me.
I know what he's going to kill. You're the one.
Ah, Joseph. Always improving your mind. I hope I'm not disturbed you by dropping by
Anything inside the real passionate about. Really? Yeah.
this Oriental twin is doing.
What, that old thing? No, I've had that for ages.
Funny, I don't remember seeing it before.
Yes, it's good for hiding things in a hurry, like dirty laundry.
Oh, that reminds me of why I came over here.
You can go now.
Now that we're alone, there's something that I have to get off my chest.
Oh, yeah. Well,
My wife and I, we haven't been getting along very well these days. And,
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
and I have reason to believe she's seen another man.
you don't know how much this upsets me.
Ah, Joseph, I knew I could count on you to listen to me.
Believe me, a discovery like this would hurt me as much as it would hurt you.
It's good to have a friend you can trust, even with a family secret. You know what a man is, don't you?
I haven't the faintest idea. Could it be Ben Backlights?
No, of course not. That woman has some taste. It's your brother, Charles.
I don't believe it.
That's because you don't see the good side of everyone.
Oh, but Mrs. Teasel would never cheat on you.
Joseph, I cannot compete with a 20-year-old man.
That's true.
If I took her to court, this whole town would be laughing at me. It would be all over the paper.
Oh no, you could never let something like this leak to the press.
And what's worse is, I raised that boy in my own home. How could he do this?
Senator, there may be a man capable of such treachery, but until you have definite proof, I refuse to believe that my brother could do such a thing. However, if you did get definite proof, such as a letter or something, then he's no brother of mine. I'll disown him. Any man who seduced the wife of a friend should be shot.
What a difference between the both of them.
Relax, Senator. You can trust Mrs. Teasel.
I wish I could. I wish I could trust that woman. I love her. But yesterday she told me she wants a divorce. She even hinted that she wished I would die so she could get my money. Well, I guess it's over. I had my lawyer shop for settlement. I made up my mind to give her the house and $200 grand a year. Because I don't want her to go without those nice little things she likes. And I also made her my will. She'll get most of what I have when I'm gone. Then she'll know. Then she'll know how much I love her. Even though able to sleep at night.
I won't.
Well, enough about my problem. Let's talk about your marriage proposal to Maria.
Oh, no, let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about that some other time.
You don't seem to be making much progress with it.
I'd really rather not talk about it. It's embarrassing.
Why do you want to keep it such a big secret? You know, you should ask my wife. Maybe she can help you out.
You know, I can't think about my own problems after what you just told me. That was so beautiful. What?
Brother Charles Steppenthorne.
Tell him I'm not home.
No, wait. Tell me you are home.
All right, send him up.
Okay, now hide me somewhere in the room and ask questions about my wife. And then I know the truth.
I couldn't do that to my own brother. That's entrapment.
You say he's innocent, don't you? To give him a chance to prove himself. I'll just hide behind the screen. Now wait, there's a woman here already. She's wearing high heels.
All right, I'll admit it. It's my secretary.
Only human. She heard everything I said about my wife.
Oh, don't worry. I'll vouch for her. It'll go no further.
All right, then. Let her hear the rest. I'll just hide right here in the closet. You sly dog.
That's close.
Can I speak up now?
Yes, but get back!
Make sure you ask the right question.
Can't you just lock me in the closet?
I don't have a lock on my closet.
No. Are you sure she won't laugh?
I'm sure enough. You stay put, Senator. Ah, well, he was, but when he heard you were coming, he decided not to stay.
Why? Afraid I want to borrow a little money?
No, it's not that. It's just that, well, lately you've been getting on his nerves.
Ah, I seem to do that to a lot of people. I can't figure out why.
Well, I'll level with you, he thinks you're fooling around with his wife.
What? No, not me. So the old guy finally figured out he's married to a hot young maid. Or worse yet, she's figured out she's married to an old fart.
Hey, come on, stop kidding around. This is serious.
Okay, seriously. I once thought she liked me, but I never encouraged her. I mean, you know how I feel about Maria.
Yes. But what would you do if Mrs. Diesel were to proposition you?
Well, I don't, as a rule, fool around with married women. But if a fine young female were to come on to me, and she's hot to trot, oh, well, you know I'd do the right thing, I wouldn't touch her. But, what's all this about Mrs. Teasel? Everybody knows she likes you.
Hey, come on, stop kidding around.
No, I'm serious. I've seen you two together. Hey, come on, it's not funny. No, remember the time when I came over to the mail when you let me in, and then Charlie, you're starting to make me mad. Remember? And I came when you were on the couch?
You must be drunk, right?
Not this time, buddy.
Okay. The senator is in the room.
He is? Where?
He's in the closet.
Let's get him out. No! Senator, what are you doing in there? You trying to spy on me? Think this is Watergate or something? I'm sorry, Charlie. I was wrong about it. Now, don't blame your brother. This was all my idea. Oh, and that stuff about Joseph, Mrs. Teasel? Yeah. Oh, you know I was just pulling their leg. I know my good friend Charles better than that. Next time, don't make yourself such a stranger in my home house. Why won't these people leave?
That's the door, and she insists that she comes up.
I have a client here to see you. Would you gentlemen mind waiting in the next room?
I'll see the client in the next room. No, yeah, do that. See him in the next room, because I haven't seen the senator for a while, and I have a few things to say to him.
I'll get rid of whoever it is and I'll be right back.
You do that. You know, Charles, you should spend more time with your brother. I'm sure he'll make a positive influence on you. He's just a goody-good. All he cares about is what his neighbors think. I'll bet if a girl were to come on to him, he wouldn't know what to do. Now, I won't say that, Charles. He's no playboy, but between you and me, he's no saint either. Ah, come on. He looks like a monster. Now, I won't say that, Charles. It might get back to him. Oh, come on. You gonna tell him? No, I might not, but someone else might. What? Oh, I can't keep this such a big secret. How would you like to have a real big laugh with your brother? I know it! Okay. Now, when I came over here today, you had a girl up here. Are you serious? First time in your life, huh? So, Senator, when I came up here, you were in the closet. In the dark, right? Guess you're not in the dark now. Well, since you all can communicate so well, I guess I'll just leave you to yourselves. And, Joseph, sorry I gave the senator a reason to be suspicious.
Senator, I know this looks bad, but if you just hear me out, I'm sure I can explain everything to your satisfaction.
Please do.
All right. Mrs. Diesel came over here, knowing of my affections for your niece, Maria, and seeing as I'm such a good friend of the family. Well, she came over here to ask me questions about Maria. And when you came, she got scared and she asked me to hide her behind the screen. This is the absolute truth.
You expect me to go along with this idiotic story? Well,
Not one word of it.
why? Don't you think your story should agree?
I didn't come over to talk about Maria. I didn't even know he liked her, let alone propose to her. I came over here seduced by his offers, and he almost convinced me to be unfaithful to you, Peter.
Now I think the truth is coming out.
This woman is crazy.
What's crazy? To listen to you. But now I'm recovering. Peter, I wasn't expecting to believe me, but when I heard the tender way you spoke about me, it really touched me. It made me feel so ashamed. And even if you hadn't caught me, I would have still like a different person.
I believe it.
That's for you, you slimy hypocrite. Slimy hypocrite. Growing up for what you are. Seducing your best friend's wife while planning to marry his niece. You are the lowest, and I'll never respect myself for listening to you again.
Senator, you can't believe a hysterical woman.
I think I'll leave you alone with your kind.
Senator, a man who shuts out the other side of the story. That's all I need today. A visit from a poor relative. Well, show him in.
Oh, stop shouting at me. It's not my fault that the senator caught me.
That's enough on you. My luck is at an all-time low. My in with the senator and my hopes to marry Maria are destroyed in one moment. I'm in no mood to listen to other people's problems. The last person I want to see is Stanley. But here he comes with Rowley. I better go pull myself together.
Hey, this him. See the boy nuts.
Yeah, that was him, all right. Well, his nerves must be shot since yesterday.
This is the person president. Citizen praise the right and left.
Well, he's got a reputation as a charitable man. He just does more talking than giving.
Yeah, I'm sure he takes care of number one.
You got that right. Now you go ahead and play the part of old Stanley. As soon as you leave, I'll tell Joseph that Oliver's going to talk to him.
All right, I'll see you later. Okay.
Please accept my apologies for keeping you waiting. Mr. Stanley, I presume?
I am, sir.
Please sit down. You know, I don't think we've actually met before. You were my mother's cousin, isn't that right?
You like sister to me. And if you're anything like your mother, I'm sure you won't tell me what.
Ah. Well, I only wish I were in a position to help you.
But I was just thinking you something money.
Well, whoever told you that was wrong. My uncle is indeed a very wealthy man, but as men get old, they get stingy. And I'm afraid that's the case here. Let me tell you with total confidence, he has sent me nothing. Zip, deny.
You really haven't seen any money?
No! I mean, I know people think he does, but it's just not true. And as far as my own money is concerned, well, it's no secret about my brother Charles' finances, and lately I've had to bail him out. I'll tell you what, as soon as I get ahead, I'll give you a call.
I'm sorry to carry all this.
So am I, Stanley, so am I. Goodbye. I'll keep you posted.
You go back.
Charles!
Got this when you were speaking to the gentleman. I thought you'd like to see it. Yeah, you were speaking with a gentleman, so I didn't want to interrupt.
This is great. I can't wait to see it.
No, he looks wonderful.
Well, that's good to know. Well, I better get this place cleaned up. I'll see you later, Ralph.
Of course.
This is the absolute worst time for my Uncle Oliver to visit.
Like, sorry, man, but you know what? People look at this clean, you know what I'm saying?
You should tell her it was Mrs. Cantor.
Like, oh my gosh, that's big, you know? Like, she's totally missed it. You got
Why don't you go back and tell her again? I've simply got to see her, even for a moment, to comfort the poor dear. How annoying. I don't even know half the details. It'll probably be in the newspaper before I hear the whole story. Ben dear, you must have heard.
Now, Mrs. T's from Mr. Service?
And the senator walked in on it like that?
Yeah, pretty wild stuff.
I was never so shocked in all my life. I feel so sorry for the poor senator.
I don't pity the senator. He should have seen it coming. Joseph was working on his wife right under his nose.
Joseph, no dear. It was Charles, Mrs. Steuben found you.
Get your facts straight. It was Joseph.
You're wrong. It was Charles. Joseph brought the senator over to catch the man.
No, it was...
Well, I heard it from.
Well, here comes Lady Sneerwell. Maybe she knows what's up.
Oh, Mrs. Cantor, isn't it a sad thing for a friend, Mrs. T? Oh, yes, and who's that dog? You can't just look like some others. She's always been a little too lively for me. Oh, yes, I know. Her manner was a little too loose, but she was so young. And she did have some good qualities. Oh, don't tell me, Mrs. Cantor. Yes. Charles was the lover. Joseph was just the informer.
Well, I'm not going to argue with you, Miss Cantor. Whoever it is, I just hope the senator's wound.
The senator's wound? Oh, my God! I didn't hear a word about their fighting.
Neither did I.
You didn't hear any of this?
Not a word.
Oh, yeah, they almost killed each other right there in the room.
Tell us everything.
Well, the senator finds the two of them and he says, you'll never get out of here alive.
He said that to Charles. Yes, then what?
No, he says that to Joseph, and then he says, old as I am, I can still take you out.
It must have been Charles. They never fight like that in Joseph's house.
No, it was Joseph, and Joseph put the knife on the senator, and when Mrs. Teaser saw the senator in so much danger, she ran out of the room hysterical and told Charles to call the cops. And then Joseph and the senator started to fight with knives.
With guns, nephew, guns. 42 caliber. I have it from the best authority.
Oh, Mr. Tarpon, that's all true.
Oh, yes, Miss Cannon. The senator is dangerously wounded.
By a stab wound to the left side.
By a bullet in the throat.
Oh, heaven have mercy, the poor senator.
Oh, yes, it's terrible. No, Charles, what is the fight?
See, I told you it was Charles.
I can see my uncle doesn't know what he's talking about.
Don't interrupt me. The senator pulled out his gun, but Charles had his with him too. They fired with a team of doctors and nurses.
Hey, who's that coming in?
That must be the doctor.
I'm sure you're right. Now I'll fight on everything.
First time heard of it.
Stab him from the side.
Shot in the throat.
Like Joseph Steuben.
By the dog servants!
Hey. Both disagree on how he got hurt, but both say he's hurt.
Yeah, we agree about that.
No doubt about that.
And he must be the luckiest man alive, because here he comes now. Well, Peter, you're just in time. These people that I don't even know.
Pretty fast recovery.
This lady and gentleman will bring me in on your unfortunate circumstance.
And is that what they told you?
Yes.
We're happy that you're okay, but we're sorry about your ugly misfortune.
So it's all over town already, huh?
It's your own fault for marrying a 20-year-old girl.
That is none of your business.
Oh, but Senator, you made such a good husband. I can't help but feel sorry for you.
I don't need your pity, madam.
I hope you don't mind the jokes that are going to be circulated.
Not in my house.
Senator, where's your sense of humor?
Well, why don't you and your band of gossip get out of my house?
You know, it won't be. Then we'll have plenty to say about what's going on here.
And I hope you choke on your own poison.
Who were those people? They were obnoxious.
I heard shouting. What's going on?
Do you have to ask, do I ever get through a day without shouting?
Well, Peter, I've been to see both my nephews discussed with other people.
And he's convinced you were right about them, Senator.
Yeah, that Joseph. What a great guy.
And you've never been wrong in your life, right, Senator?
Okay, I can tell that you both heard the whole story.
I ran into Mrs. Teasel on the way over here, and she was so humiliated, she begged me to come and talk to you on her behalf.
Does Oliver know too?
The closet was clearing the secretary.
Go ahead, laugh it up.
Charles, what's going on in the closet?
I was like, gonna see you.
You was just gonna see a look on my face, huh? Well, because of that, I can never show my face in this town again.
I was not fellow now. It's so funny.
Go ahead, laugh it up. Don't hold back on my account. I think they're ridiculed by my two best friends. It's great. And I can't wait for us in the papers, do you know? I can entertain the whole town.
Hey, I just saw Mrs. Teasel walk down the hall. No, I think she wants to make up just as much as you do.
Well, I think we're in the way here. I gotta get back over to Charles and Joseph's house. I set up a meeting between him and Charles and Oliver. I guess I can see you over there later. This ought to be good.
I'll stop by, even though I hate going back over there. Ralph, you don't see her come to apologize, do you?
No, she's in a room across the hall. What's the world? She's crying.
Then let her cry! It'll do it good for stuff a little.
Oh, let her, Senator. You know she never did anything wrong. She's innocent.
I wish I could prove that. But those letters I found, they're love letters from her to Charles.
They were a forgery. It looked like something Snake would do.
Oh, Ralph. She's in that crying right now. She looks so beautiful when she's crying. I think I am going to go talk to her. But wait, when people see that we're back together, they're going to laugh 10 times as much.
Let her laugh. What do you care? Happiness is the best revenge.
I could use some revenge. Who knows? We might just be the happiest couple in town.
Impossible! The senator is now best of friends with Charles, and of course we will no longer oppose this marriage to Maria. The thought of it makes me insane!
Maybe my passion for Maria can fix things.
I doubt it. Your passion's not worth much, and neither are your ideas. What a fool I was to team with such an incompetence, such a brilliance.
No need to call names, Lady Sneerwell. I am the one who suffers from this boast, and you see I take it calmly.
Yes, because the disappointment doesn't reach your heart. If you care for Maria, as much as I care for your brother, then you can hide for aggravation either.
But why are you blaming me?
It wasn't enough to calm the
We're not totally defeated yet.
No.
Have you talked to Snake lately?
Yes, I have.
And you believe she's still loyal to us?
I'm certain of it.
Then have her fortune letter to you, brushed off, begging you to marry him. This will make his proposal to Maria. Fortune letter to you, brushed off, begging you to marry him. This will make his proposal to Maria look like a joke. You see, don't give up until all the cards are down. That's probably my Uncle Oliver now. You shouldn't find me here. Quick, hide! Hide! Don't worry, I'm sure the senator has told him about me because it would make him look stupid. I'll soon find Uncle Oliver.
If anyone can pull this off, you can. But stick to one scam at a time, all right?
I don't know how I keep from slapping that wood. I've had such a bad day. But this shouldn't be too hard to salvage. After all, my reputation is still so much better than Charles.
Mr. Oliver Surf is here to see you.
Show him in. I'm expecting my Uncle Oliver any minute.
Good. You might be cheap for children, then maybe you might be generous for me.
No, you don't understand. You can't be here right now. I insist you leave immediately.
I said no.
Get out! Thank you. All right. Since you forced me, I'll have to get wrong. Oh, has he been at your house too?
Sure he has. Have you been borrowing money from him too?
Borrowing money? Are you crazy? Look, help me get rid of him. Uncle Oliver's going to be here any minute.
All right. Let's go, Premium.
His name's Steuben.
No, it's Premium. I know him.
I don't care what you call him. Just help me get rid of him. Let's buckle Uncle Oliver right now.
Sorry, old pal. We're gonna have to give him the old heave-ho. Heave-ho! Heave-ho!
Hey. Like you really hurt me?
It's your own damn fault. Let him go to your Uncle Oliver. It's not even on his first visit.
It's lucky we should have to rescue you.
I see your old Stanley disguise didn't protect you.
It's in my premium disguise. Take a good look at this nephew of mine, Joe. You know how much money I've sent him over the years? My brother Charles was marriage proposal to the young lady. And if it's all right with them, I give them both my blessing.
Speak up.
I would just love to make up with Charles.
I asked my brother Charles was marriage proposal to the young lady. And if it's all right with them, I give them both my blessing.
Speak up.
I don't have that much to say. Except, I'm glad Charles is happy. I don't want to get in his way. I don't want to be the other woman.
I don't think when Charles is down on his luck, then you want him. Now that everything's forgiven, you don't want him?
Actually, he's near left. She'll tell you why.
Lady Sneerwell! Don't try to play innocent, brother. Lady Sneerwell can suffer no more humiliation. He's got a woman hidden in every room of the house. Is this some kind of joke? This is what it is. I don't understand it. If you prove I know justice for her, and that person's misnamed, right? Ralph, you're right for bringing her over here with us.
The Snake, can you step in here, please? We thought we may need her testimony. Unfortunately for Lady Stairwell, she's come to challenge her and not to support her.
You can't step me in the back.
Sorry, Lady Sneerwell. You pay me well to lie, but they pay me twice as well to tell the truth.
You miserable little assassin!
Before you go, Miss Nearwell, I want to thank you for all the horrible trouble you've gone to forging letters from me to Charles. This is official notice. I'm resigning from your group of gossipers. I'm sure I won't be missed.
Goodbye.
Well, frankly, I'm shocked that Lady Smear will go so far as to try and I just don't know what to say. But I do know her, and to prevent her from taking revenge out on my brother Charles, I think I better go